Wow.
Boom, episode 11.
11.
What's going on?
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
We're back.
Beyond the Brand.
Yes, sir.
We just got off an episode, you and I, and we talked about a lot of good things, bro.
New year, new me.
New year, new me, and every year that's, being said.
Yeah.
But we broke it down because that's just why, like we got to make sure we're talking like for reals.
Yeah.
Is it really new me or is it going to be the same old me?
Yeah.
Either way,
got a special one today, though.
we got a special one, bro.
Yeah, he's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
First pod. He goes by his real name.
Goes by, it's actually, bro, like our guest hit me up and I was like, damn, this is crazy right now because I've been following you, watching everything that you do, and crazy collaborations, bro. Like stuff that like I haven't seen out of AZ. And should we just
Drop
go ahead?
a couple names.
Should we just go ahead? Yeah.
Drop
Okay.
a couple names.
Bad Bunny, 21 Savage.
21.
I mean, the list. SZA,
Larry June.
Hat Club.
We could just keep going.
Actually, man, my memory's so short, bro. But I know that it's lengthy. But I'm gonna go ahead and introduce you from AZ. We got our boy Jimmy G in the house.
Yes, sir. What's up, man? Oh, we got to turn it off, too.
Yeah, we got special effects. What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Damn, first potty?
Yeah.
Dang, bro, how you feel?
Good.
Good, man. How'd you hear about us? Like, what made you hit us up? Like, tell us, bro.
I think I seen somebody like repost it, and then I just like clicked on it. And I was just like curious what it was about. And
Yeah.
that's just pretty much how it came
That's
across.
fire.
So.
Yeah.
Organic,
bro. And are you actually from AZ? Or are you from?
Yeah, I'm from here.
You're from here?
Let's
Okay,
go.
gotcha. I just saw the LA house, so I just wanted to make sure I'm over there announcing from AZ. I'm not claiming you and shit already.
My family's from like LA, so
Okay, got you.
Like,
Got you.
That's
And-
kind of how it goes.
And you're Latino?
yeah.
Damn, Latinos stand up, bro.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do this,
perfect
bro.
guest.
Yeah. Dude, a crazy list of people that you worked with, bro. And actually, I saw you and you were airbrushing Bad Jimmy's trailer. You were doing the bullet holes on there.
Yeah.
Sick. I seen you do some airbrushing too. You know my boy Gibby.
Yeah.
Gibby's yeah. He's fucking good dude.
Who's Gibby?
Dude, we gotta bring Gibby on, bro.
in.
Yeah, tap in, bro. How have you seen the boy Jimmy?
So one of the first things I seen actually was in person, bro. So I was doing an event. I sell vintage clothes, so I was doing an event, and someone was rocking the Powerpuff Girls thing that you did. Was that like a one-off shirt? It was like Powerpuff Girls on it.
Was that on the front or the back?
On the front, I think.
Okay, because I did one like that, like really big on the back, and it was just like
Okay.
a one-off. And then I did like multiple prints of it.
Okay, like a run of them.
And then Gibby actually printed those.
Damn. So so I seen that, and I asked the person. It was a random person. I was like, damn, what is that? And then he was breaking it down that it was you. And then from there, I seen like the See You Never that you always drop. What's up with the dogs, bro?
I just
us
always
on.
wanted a Doberman, and then I finally got one 3 years ago.
Okay.
So it's just been like
That's
a
where
thing.
it came
Yeah.
from. Damn, you manifested it.
Yeah.
And
Which
you
is
got-
dope, dog.
You got it on the teeth now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
See
sick,
that?
bro.
You
I
got those.
just saw that too. Yeah, I was like, that's hard. And then the chain,
Yeah.
you got the piece on that chain as well, which is sick as fuck, bro.
Speaking of the dogs, real quick, this is off subject, but
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, what was up with that Disney auction that you won?
Oh, that was like I just got that. It was like just
Okay.
from like Oliver and Company.
Okay.
So it was like those two Dobermans and
Yeah,
stuff. So
yeah.
I always that's kind of what made me want them when I was younger. So then I just randomly went to like just looking up like cell files and art, and then just randomly just came across it. So
Damn. So you just won the auction, right?
yeah.
Damn. So can you like use that now, or like you just own that specific print, or?
Oh, it's like a Disney original from the movie. So I'm gonna probably just frame it.
Wow, that's
insane,
fire.
bro.
Damn. So that's where the dogs come from, is Oliver and Company.
Yeah, pretty much. But then I always just kind of like really liked them and stuff.
Yeah,
so
the
just-
culture of it and
it's-
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Dope, bro. We talked about a little bit about the list, bro, like in the very beginning of the people that you worked with, but I don't want to go too far back. But for those of you that are just meeting Jimmy, or you haven't heard of him just yet, the dude is actually airbrushing apparel. I want to just stick with just these guys. Seeing you do hats as well and different things. And how long have you been doing that for?
I've only been airbrushing for like 2-3 years.
2-3 years. how'd you actually like get into airbrushing? Because that's what most people are like collabing with you on the airbrushing. Is that right?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because, well, to start off with the airbrush stuff, I was hanging out with like a bunch of tattoo artists and stuff, and they wanted me to get into doing tattoos, but I just never really felt like that was like my lane to do it. So I was with hanging out with like Andrick, Chris Barraza, like PG, like JD and all these dudes and stuff. So we went to like an art store, and then for something I forgot for what reason, and then I just like walked past this airbrush machine, and I was like, fuck it, let me just try this out. And then that's it. And
bro, it was just off a whim.
Yeah, and then I'm self-taught. Like I don't know anybody who airbrushes at all.
So
really.
Before you got that machine, what were you doing? Just graphic design, or like?
Yeah, I was doing graphic design, and then I was just like doing one-off clothing for like musicians and stuff like that.
Ah, okay. What was the first like thing that you did where you're like, damn, I could actually like make some money off of this? Because I know you were probably designing shit for the homies and stuff. Was there one thing where you're like, damn, I could make a bag, like a living off of this?
It took me a while actually to like realize that, because I didn't really think I was good. So I was just doing it just for fun, and I never really took it too serious.
Okay.
And then my friends would they had like a studio, they would be making beats, like producing and then rapping and stuff. So they would have like connections with a bunch of other like athletes and stuff like that. So they would like, one of their friends played for like the Bengals and stuff. So he would like give them money to like bring an artist out or something like that. And so then they would be like, hey, we need like a flyer or something done, or we need some shirts done. And then eventually it just got to the point where I was like, okay, I'm just making a little bit of money on this, so I need to kind of take it seriously. And then I linked up with like, I would always go to Timeless when it was on Mill, when it was just like the clothing.
Yeah.
Or it was like the like wax and like weed stuff.
Yeah.
So then pretty much I would always go there like shopping, getting clothes and stuff, and then I would go back to the homie's house, and they would be like, damn, like what is all this and stuff. So then I would just go buy them stuff, and then I would just be hanging out there all the time with them. And then this is back like 2011, 2012.
Okay. Yeah.
And then they seen that I could draw and stuff, so then they're like, fuck it, like, you want to be a designer? And I was like, that shit don't make no money. Like, that's why they call it starving artist for a reason. Like, I didn't take it seriously. And they're like, nah, man, like, we'll show you how it goes. And then they kind of really taught me, molded me for like a couple of years and stuff. So showed me the ropes on it, and then ended up just doing stuff with more musicians and stuff throughout, like just networking and just being around.
Damn.
That's fucking dope.
And that was Timeless?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, that's kind of fire.
I know, bro. That's kind of crazy. So then, like, jumping back into like the airbrushing piece of it, like you guys were just like obviously going to art stores and different like that just to get supplies and stuff, and then you run into the machine, bro. Like after that, like what did you start like actually like you know kind of like I guess using it like more and more, or was it something that just sat there for a little while and you kind of used it here and there, and then finally you really took like liking to it?
Well, to like be honest, I bought it because I was just kind of in like didn't really know what I wanted to do necessarily, because it was right when we opened Undefeated, so it was just I didn't really know what I wanted to do. So I was just at the shop, and then I was like, man, I want to keep doing more and stuff with this art. So I didn't want to do tattoos, so I was kind of down to like my last like $1,000, and then I was just like, fuck it, let me just get the most expensive one, because if I'm going to waste all my money on that, I'm not going to like just let it sit. So I'm going to have to try to make that shit back. So that's just pretty much what it was. And then I would just practice and practice and practice and practice.
So it was like something that you got addicted to then, kind of.
Yeah, because I just wanted to get it, like learn how to do it. Because it's like, the main thing I get like pretty much just like commissioned for and like gigs and stuff is for like my script and like letters and stuff. So I already knew how to do it with like spray cans and like all kinds of other mediums. So I was just like, I know I could do this with this, but I just didn't know how to do it. So I just had to figure it out. So I would just like burn through hella clothes and random shit, just painting on it over and over and over and over and over.
Damn.
So then I finally got like a hang of it. And then
how long did it take you to get the hang of it?
I'll say like 3 months.
That's not bad at all, bro. I thought you were gonna say like a year or something like that. 3 months is good, but that's like you going at it like every night.
Yeah, kind of. And then I would just like post it, just like fucking around, and it would just be like the letter E over on a shirt or some shit like that. And then people would just hit me up like, "Hey, make me something." So then I was just like, "Fuck it, I might as well." So.
Damn. So some of the first shit was like homies just kind of commissioning you in a way, like, "Hey, can you make me a?"
Some homies, and then just people on Instagram.
So random people.
Yeah, just because I already kind of had a following in a sense, but I was just known for other stuff because I was doing a lot of like ballpoint, like pen script and stuff, and I was like drawing on jeans, like spending hours on jeans and shirts and shit like that with just a ballpoint pen, just doing the whole shirt and stuff like that. And then I kind of was just, it was just hard to do that because I was spending so much time on that, and I couldn't really. I would have to sell it for a lot just because it took so much time. But then it's just like I could, and then it was like so time consuming. Like I was just like, this is kind of not worth it. So I was like, I need to figure something else out if I want to keep doing this, because I would be giving those like one-off shirts and like ballpoint to like musicians, and they would wear it on stage and stuff. But then like other people would want it.
Yeah.
So I can't replicate that like so fast and stuff. So then the airbrush would like clicked like perfectly on it. So.
Yeah, because you could still make those one-of-one looking pieces, but faster.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. And it just looks better, too. So.
Damn. So what made you start with the ballpoint pen? Was it just from, like, back in the day doing shit or, like...
Yeah, and it was just, like, it was just there, you know? So it was just, like, I don't come from, like, a ton of money and stuff like that. So, like, I just... Like, you know, buying spray paint, that you run through that shit so fast and stuff like that. So I just always had pens, and being in class, just drawing on shit and stuff like that. So that's just pretty much how that got into it and stuff.
Yeah, you brought like a whole trend back with the airbrushing, because I mean, obviously it's been good or cool forever, right? But like it kind of died off, you know. Not a lot of people were doing it, and I feel like you brought it back. I wanted to ask you, like, was there somebody either when you were young or older, or a family member or a homie or somebody that like really you looked up to fashion wise? Because like obviously you're setting it's an old trend, but you're bringing it back. So you're a trendsetter in your own way. Did you have someone that you looked up that was like setting trends for you? You know what I mean? Like a cool uncle or some shit, you know? Yeah,
I would say my cousins, honestly.
Okay.
Like, my cousins, some of my cousins from LA, I would always see them come back, and they always have like new Jordans on. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't come from like a bunch of money, so I'd be like, damn, dude, those are sick. I wish I had those fly ass gear and stuff. And then my older cousins from here were rocking the crazy shit back in like 05 and shit, rocking like two jerseys, one sleeve off, and the other with the other sleeve on the other one, like crazy shit, like headbands, the whole arm sleeve type shit, like
getting crazy with it.
So they were really like stand out, like they would really like be like, nah, I'm not wearing that, and they would just like it could look dumb to other people, but like they were just like really just like wearing different shit. So that kind of got me onto that.
Stood out to you.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro, because like that's really what fashion like kind of is just like you figuring out like what you like and standing out, you know what I mean, from like I guess the trends, or even like just the general styles that are sold.
Did your cousins put you on? Did they give you a jersey or something? Bring something back?
Hell no.
He's a hell no.
Hell no.
Do they be asking you for stuff right now?
Hell no. I don't even really talk to them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but like it's like we just don't really talk like that.
Yeah. But it's all fun. They're like, Jimmy got all the dope shit now. Like
they were flexing on his ass.
They were flexing on you, bro.
Yeah, they were. But it's all good though.
But it's a memory though, and shit like that.
Yeah, but the kind of what got me into like, I guess like more into the airbrush and to the ballpoint stuff is just because like I couldn't afford shit, so I would just have to just make my own shit, and then that I would just wear it. So just wearing a plain white tee, I'll just do something on it, or pants or whatever and shit. So then make it something.
Yeah. Is that how you were, like, even at that time when you seen them like going crazy? Did you do anything when you were young, like you made your own fucking shirt, or like you fucking hit the swap meet and got like custom shit, like, you know?
I would say honestly, nah.
No, not yet.
Nah, because I didn't take my art serious at all. Like I would just be making homie shit.
Yeah, I got
and then like I just didn't really care for it.
Yeah.
So
I can see that, bro. Yeah. Especially in the beginning when you're just kind of like, doing it because you enjoy it, versus like doing it to sell it, I feel like are two different things.
Yeah, definitely.
But going a little bit forward there, so you started doing the airbrushing on the shirts and then you got it down. Some people commissioned you a little bit there. Like what was kind of after that? Like what was your first collaboration with like an artist or business or something like that?
Oh, that would probably be back like even before the stuff. Like,
oh shit, okay.
I think I did some shit for Don Kennedy.
Okay.
But that was like 2011, 2012.
That was a good time then.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that like that's like Get Home Safely?
Yeah, I think so.
Around
Or
that
like
time.
something like that. But I remember doing stuff for him.
That's dope, bro.
And then
What did you do? I didn't see that.
I made him like his tour like flyers and stuff like that. It was nothing big at the time. And then
That's a big deal, bro. That's flyers for the tour. Now you playing that down. What are you talking about, dog? That's pretty cool.
I just didn't know what it was at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
So who hit you up? Did he hit you up or did like some of his people kind of said, yo, like,
well, my homies, like I said, they were bringing people out and stuff.
Yeah.
So then I pretty much, they were like, yo, he needs some shit. So
Gotcha.
he'll pay you. So I was like, all right, let's do it.
hell yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. So
That was your first like thing that you
I
did
would
for an
say
artist?
like big artists, I guess.
Yeah.
But then like after that, it was probably like Udo the Activist, Thousand Van Fani.
Okay.
And
So
then-
underground shit.
Yeah. Then I would say, then it was the Famous Dex,
Ooh. Okay.
like at his like peak and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
So
What'd you do for him?
I just made him a bunch of clothes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made him like Vans. I painted on his Go Yard bag. I did shirts. I had like printed like I think like 20 shirts of just random designs I had. So it was like a shirt, a long sleeve.
And that's his swag too. Is like crazy, fucking
Yeah.
off the wall, colorful type.
And he paid you for it?
No, I just hooked him up.
You hooked him up?
Yeah, because I was just like, fuck
No,
it.
that's fair.
Because when I was starting off, I was just like, man, I just want these fools to wear this shit.
Oh, yeah.
So
And that's
then-
how you start.
Yeah. But then it kind of just elevated super fast after that.
For sure.
So
And I noticed that because there's a lot of people like they love it first, but then they don't really understand that you need like the marketing side, like the business side.
Yeah.
But with you, like you don't really market yourself or like you didn't do none of that shit. You went a different route. Like how did you? It was just being in the right circles, or
yeah, well, yeah. To be honest, I've never asked for a job or reached out to anybody for a job.
That's
like this is
fire.
kind of like the first time I've ever like reached out for anything.
People
Yeah, I
refer,
appreciate
basically, people referring people to you.
Yeah,
Instead of like the reverse kind of like,
yeah, definitely.
that's crazy, bro.
that's the opposite of what
That's the opposite of fucking everybody, dude. When when I was doing AZ Life in the beginning, bro, I was like literally reaching out to like anybody and everybody, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like for you to have the opposite that's sick, dude.
Yeah, like it's funny because I had this conversation with this dude I met in LA one time. Like this, I did a collab with Turnstile and Babylon. So I did their album release for Glow On. So I did these banners and I did some stuff with them. And then we went to this bar, like this after party type shit. This dude that was homies with my homie that I was with. And he was asking me, he was like, dude, how do you get your jobs? And I'm like, I don't know. Like these people hit me up. Like,
Yeah.
And then as I'm telling him the story, I literally show him a DM, and that's when Bodega and A6 wanted me to do a collab. And I was like, literally like this right here. And I just turned my phone over, and he's
and
like,
it was like, hey, what's up? Or like,
yeah, it's literally how it goes. Like they'll be like, hey, what's up? And then what I've learned is just you never know who that person is affiliated with or who they are, because it's like there's times when people hit me up and they have like thousands of followers and stuff, and then there's times when people only have like 200.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, I'm representing yada yada yada. So
Right.
I've always kept that in mind, not to like just shoot shit down, because you just got to see what they want and what it is. So
Have you run into the opposite a lot where people hit you for shit and you're like cool with it, trying it out? Like, do you have to like avoid a lot of DMs? Because I'm sure a lot of people hit you that aren't really, like really trying to send a check. You know what I mean?
I could just always just tell,
Okay.
just off rip, because like
I can see that.
I don't know, it's like some wording like right away. It's like the number one thing is like they'll ask a bunch of questions and then they'll hit it with, all right, I'll hit you up when I get the money. So then that's that type of shit. So
Or
I'm like,
let's go to the top, big bro. Type
yeah,
shit.
oh yeah. Well, like now, yeah, like definitely now, yeah. People be like, hey, can you link me with so and so, this and that, and it's like some random fucking kid in high school,
Yeah.
which I don't like. like I'll still respond like out of like
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Okay.
Good for you, bro.
I respond to like pretty much everybody when I can if I see it and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Okay.
That's dope.
and then but if I know if it's like some just whatever, just like hey,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hey
Like
but
what
if-
you want to? What did you want me to say to that?
yeah because
Yeah.
it's like recently like legit like 3 days ago some kid was just like yo did you make this and I was like nah why what's up and then he was hitting me up for like this flyer that I did like this project I did with J Tips
Oh, okay.
and then I was like nah why what's up he's like oh who designed this and I'm like honestly I don't know most likely somebody from his team and then he's just like oh all right and then just hit me with just I want this picture made designed like this and that I'm like yeah I don't know probably just go on his page and look like see who's tagged on it
Yeah.
and then it honestly just got me curious. I was just like, does this fool like not tag his artist or something like that?
Yeah.
And first picture, it was like the first tag. And I was just
wow.
like, I was like, yo, I found it like in 10 seconds and I just sent him the profile.
Bro,
Because,
you are a real one. I would not have done none of that.
That's too much work, my
That's
dude.
what's up, bro.
but I'm
I
not doing
respect
nothing
you
at the
for
time
that.
though. So it's
But
just
no, I
like,
respect
I
that,
hear you, bro.
bro.
But I'm like, damn, that's too much, man. Maybe
you
maybe
did
we're
his
just
research.
dicks or what?
Yeah.
Fucking
Nah.
Jimmy's a good dude, my god.
hell
damn.
no, I'm a dickhead for sure.
Hell, I'm a dickhead, bro.
I'm a dickhead for sure.
It's not like that.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like in what way?
I'll let you take that one. Go. What do you gotta say?
He got his, for those that can't hear her, she's his girl. It's your girl, right?
Yeah.
It's your girl. His lady is in the corner, and he's like, "What do you think about this?" She's like, "Nah, you're a good dude, bro. Stop, bro." Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like
But-
text?
Everything.
Okay. Yeah, she's saying the way that he writes is kind of like just like nonchalant, like all right, like bet.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's
Shit.
me too.
Yeah, me
I'm the
too.
same
That's
way,
all
bro.
three of
I'm the
us.
same way,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah. When it's with like business and shit like that, I'm very like cut to the chase.
Okay.
I think like me and you were talking back and forth. There was the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I was very probably dry, probably too. You're probably like this fool. What the fuck?
Nah, I was just like cool.
cool, right? Like
yeah.
we were just yeah. You want to be all right? Yeah, hell yeah. What
Two
date?
assholes
Here's the
talking
date.
back and
Yeah,
forth.
here's two dickheads just talking like. But
cool with me.
it was straight to the point. We got and look where we're at right now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, the fluff, bro. I'm not about the fluff either.
Yeah, me neither. But if I'm bored and shit, I'll just a kid. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck with them. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
because that could go a long way, bro. You never know where that fool's gonna be at in 3, 4, 5 years. You know?
that's what I meant. Like you never know who this guy is or
Yeah.
who that is because it's just like I said, it could be a kid, but like his cousin's like some musician or some stuff like that. Like perfect example, this girl named Key. She hit me up and she was just like, yo, I want some gear. My brother Jordan's going on tour, this and that, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, word, for sure.
Yeah.
No idea who the fuck she's talking about. Send her the stuff. And then finally, like, I was like, oh, okay. Then she added me and stuff. And so I was like, I clicked on her page and I looked at like her mentions and shit. And her brother's Jordan Playboy Cardi. So I was just like, all right,
Playboy Cardi.
bet.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
What?
I knew her for like 3-4 years even before I was doing airbrush. So then, like, how long ago? Like, when I did the jacket? Like July.
July this past
She
year.
hit me up and she was just like, it's my brother's birthday. He wants a fit. So then I was just like, all right.
No.
And she said Jordan again. I completely forgot who she was because I haven't talked to her in
Again.
like 2
Yeah.
years. And then I was just like, oh yeah, it's fucking Playboy Cardi's sister. So I was just like, all right, yeah, let's run this up.
Did he rock it?
I don't even know because
He
he
just
doesn't really
sent it.
post shit. So
Yeah, he does. I was
Right.
gonna say he doesn't post a lot.
yeah, he doesn't post shit. But she was
Hey,
like, yeah,
that's
I
a
gave
gem for anybody listening.
For sure.
You gotta respect everyone like they're Playboy Cardi. You know, you never know
Playboy
who
Cardi's
that-
sister. Yeah,
Imagine
know.
you would have blocked her ass. Like you don't even
Yeah.
follow me.
or not responded.
But that's what I mean. Like I always try to respond and just see what it is about. Like what they got going on. Like why do you want to hit these people up? Like why do you?
Right.
What is your interest? Like what are your motives on this? So
Yeah.
I never know. And
That's dope, bro.
That's usually how it works. And
Bro,
then-
you're living the good life because you're like, you're like with all these famous people and like talking to them and working with them, but you're not famous on your page. So like you're just living like a regular. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well.
Or
Because
is it not like that?
no, it's just like because I don't care about like the social media standpoint at this point because it's just like people could be like, why don't you post this or why don't you share it and stuff like that? You could get so many followers and you could go down this route making videos and blah, 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 blah. But I don't see no need to it because I don't need that because what is the point of that if I'm already getting the clientele and the jobs without that already? Mm-hmm. And I don't need that already. I'm just doing what I'm already doing naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really need to do the advertising.
We talked about this on our last episode, bro, and it's like just kind of like understanding what social media really is and how to like use it. Cause like I think a lot of people like get lost in it and it becomes them, I guess you could say. Or without it, like who are you kind of thing. So I think like the fact that you kind of bring that up is like a proven point that we were talking about is like, you know, you could still be really successful. You know, mental health is a huge thing too on social media. A lot of people are like coming after people for stupid shit.
Yeah.
So I think I looked at your page and we were looking at it too. I mean, obviously, like we talked about how we heard it, but like, damn, like, what are some pieces that we can really like talk about? You know what I mean? And we get a lot of it sometimes from people from their social media. Mm-hmm. But with you got some highlights in there, but it's not a lot, right? But I mean, you could get the idea, bro, that you're killing it. I still get the same idea. Like I don't need a lot from your page really to know that. But yeah, I think it's pretty dope that you're still able to like do what you do and not really have to like sit there and live on social media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The reason why I don't really post it because sometimes I forget I do things because it's like with like the contract and NDA stuff, it's like you can't really talk about it until it's shared or until it's released.
Right.
So sometimes I do stuff that's like 6 months in advance or like even a year. Bad Bunny, I did it 2 years. I did it beginning of COVID and then it came out like a year and a half later.
How did that happen, bro? Who hit you up for that? Like, tell us like how that went down.
Shit, basically some random dude named Adrian. He runs this design firm called Pastel, and he's the one who does like all those crazy mega concerts, like the When We Were Young, the Once Upon a Time in LA, like those crazy ass concerts where it's like everybody in them and stuff like that. I didn't even know, but he was doing that. Randomly, he hits me up. He's just like, yo, I got a client that wants to know if you could do some work. And usually how that goes is like when they say a client, I was just like, yeah, what do you got in mind? So basically I shoot it off like, what do they have in mind? And then they'll kind of just give you like a very brief summary on what it is. And then once we come down to it, like, all right, yeah, I'm down. Then they send the NDA over.
Oh, really? They send it over that early?
Yeah. Well, because they don't want you to like run off with their shit.
For sure.
So like, cause like if they were to just tell me, then I could be like, nah, I'm right. And then I'm gonna go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a lot of like back end design stuff. So it's like, they'll send the NDA over. And then once I sign the NDA, send that over, then they shoot the mood board over. And then sometimes I don't even know who the artist is until the mood board comes.
How was that with Bad Bunny? Like when did you find out it was him?
After I sent the NDA, because that was just like, all right, cool. Signed the NDA, blah, 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 blah. Got the mood board, and it was like all Bad Bunny shit. So I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, so they didn't even tell you. Well, you got the NDA, and the NDA doesn't say Bad Bunny and nothing?
Nah, because it's with his design firm. So
got
it's
it.
It's basically it's like a contract. Like, shut the hell up. Don't
right.
Shit. Don't post it. None of this shit.
And is all this like through emails, like back and forth emails, or how do you?
Instagram DM.
No.
I swear on my life.
The whole time?
She got me. She's super professional with her shit. So she got me into
like
the
email
emails.
or something. Yeah. No, it was all IG.
Yeah, but when they send me the NDA stuff, I give them email and stuff like that. Like once it comes to like invoicing and like payments and stuff like that, that's all email.
Yeah,
but
the convo.
Yeah,
IG
straight up.
That's dope, bro.
That's crazy.
So you get the mood. Yeah, I know, right? So you get the mood board, right? Yeah. And it's all Bad Bunny stuff. And then what do you think, bro?
How quick did you hit your girl though? To tell her like,
wait, are you Bad Bunny fans?
We didn't know each other.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. Okay.
Who was the first person you told?
That's what I'm saying.
So I told Adi. So basically, I don't know if I could disclose this, but during COVID, we were hanging out at the bar. Yeah. But we would just all hang out because they would do the stream on the DJ stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So
Via and all them.
Yeah,
Chris and all them. Yeah.
But me and the homie Josh and stuff, we would just be in the background.
Gotcha.
With Adi just hanging out, and then
Mean Mug.
Yeah, and he was there too.
Okay,
yeah, he was there too. Yeah. So, I was just like, yo, I got some shit with Bad Bunny and stuff. Audie's
They're like, what?
Audie's like the OG. He's
For
always
sure.
helped me out all the time.
He's a good dude, bro.
Yeah, he's solid as hell. So
Yeah.
like, he's always like looked out for me and just threw me a bone whenever the fuck he could. He would be like, yo, you want to paint high score? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
Solid dude for sure.
let's run it.
Doesn't get a lot of props, but he definitely does a lot for the community for
Dude,
sure.
he does.
Yeah. So you tell the crew over there at Cobra
Yeah.
or High Score, and they're all like, "What did they
We going
say?"
up. We going
They're
up.
like, damn, that's crazy. They're like, for real? And I was like, yeah. So I was already showing them the mood board and shit. But I just can't post it, you know what I
Right,
mean? So
right,
I was like, I could, as long as I could show people stuff, but I can't like,
Sure.
do anything else past
yeah.
that.
So how long did that project go on for?
I think I would say probably like 4 months. And then, because it was just a lot of back and forth, a lot of fixing, a lot of fucking this and that. Like, they didn't even have the name of the album or nothing yet. So then I was writing down hella fucking names for an album, this and that, blah, 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 blah. They were trying to get like a bunch of renderings, bunch of this, bunch of that. Like, and it was kind of annoying because it was just like, that was kind of like the first, like, I would say like major big client, I guess, to the point where I was just like, ah, shit, because it was like 24/7. I'll be like at 1 a.m, just get like a text like, yo, we need this shit fixed by tonight, blah, 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 this and that. So I'm
What
just
did they pay good?
yeah, but
Okay, I'm just wondering, like, if they were like, some people ask a lot and pay a little or whatever it was.
it got a little iffy.
It got a little iffy.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh no, can you talk about that? If you can, we don't want to we're not TMZ. We don't want to do all that, but
I'm old a little bit still.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. But either way, so they were definitely like on you, like to get stuff done.
Yeah.
You were working with them closely, it sounds like.
Yeah, definitely. So I was just like FaceTimes, calls, texts all damn day.
Yeah.
did that kind of kill your vibe, like to work with major artists, or were you still having fun with it, or like?
At that point, kind of. I'm like now I can honestly say I'm a little jaded
Oh,
from that?
from everybody that list I sent you.
Yeah.
Because it's just like once you deal with one, then after that, that's kind of like how all big branding and people are. Like, so that was like my first like rodeo, I guess.
Yeah, experience with
And
that.
then now it's like rinse and repeat now.
Got it.
So it's like it's the same thing. I know how to work the system. I know what to do. I know how to do this. Like
Okay.
I don't even need them to explain shit at this
Yeah.
point.
And now you know how to invoice them and, probably do your work before getting, once you get paid type stuff and all that.
Yeah, and then it goes back to like when I said I forget I do stuff is just because I'll do that like that didn't come out for like another year. So then in the meantime, it's the thing is like you guys know about nets, like net 30s,
Yeah.
net 60s.
Yeah.
That's the killer. So it's
Yeah.
just like
They put you on a net what?
that one was like a net 60.
hey,
Okay.
break it down. What's a net 30?
So basically what happens is, and I experienced this because I sold close to the airport and they're a net 90.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is I'm fronting. They put in an order,
Okay.
and then I'm fronting all the product and his work. He's fronting all his work and time, and then the contract says that you either pay in 30 days from the start date or from the delivery date, or you pay 60 days or you pay 90 days. But you got to think about it like we're working or we're fronting product like up front. Usually when you sell it, like you have money in your pocket to go do more things.
Yeah.
So he's, basically what he was doing was just like working for, I guess, for the next 60 days without money.
For like
Yeah.
a back end, you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're hopefully getting in the back end.
Yeah, but it's just like so that was like a real learning experience because I was just burning through my dough and I was just like, fuck, I ain't got no money. So,
Right.
So
But
by
he's
the-
still working.
yeah, and I'm still working. So then by
Yeah.
the time I got paid, I was pretty much just paying off my debts and my shit. So
From that time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it wasn't like say it was like
A year ago, dude, that's crazy.
so say it's
Yeah.
like X amount of dollars, and then I'm basically not really getting X amount of dollars
Yeah,
because
because like
I had
$10.
Yeah,
you
'cause I
already
had-
used that $10.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm only getting like 3.
Yeah.
So since then, I've learned to just keep going and don't get stagnant and be comfortable with that shit. Just because it's just like, so I'll get hit with like a net 30, and then in that meantime, I knock that shit done, knock it out, get done with it, and then just keep going. and just keep on having another gig. And that's going to be like a net 30, net 60, net 90.
It all catches up.
Yeah. So I just have continuous money coming in so I don't just be like broke and shit. So
Yeah.
That's a crazy. He said that was like his first rodeo. That's a crazy first rodeo. Is Bad Bunny?
Well,
With
That's
the
not like bigger, like
That's what I'm
bigger
saying,
though.
like-
Because before that, I was already working with people and stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
how? Where in the time frame was the Key album cover? Because I love Key. When I seen that, I was like, damn, that's so fire. That was I'm assuming before, right?
Yeah. It was definitely before. My homie Jamil, he worked at Amanyor, and then he works at Hundiki, like the watch place.
Okay.
Now, like you do sell like APs and Rolexes and shit. But he grew up with all of them, like 21 Savage, Young Nudie,
All that Atlanta scene.
everybody.
Wow.
Like he was neighbors with like Southside, Metro Boomin, like Lex Luger and all these dudes.
Okay.
So, and he was a photographer just taking pictures. So he was like his homie.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, hey, he wants to know if he could get a shirt. So I would just like make him a shirt.
Okay.
Like ballpoint. Like this is how far back when. And then, oh, he wants an airbrush shirt. All right, then let's do that. Boom, boom. And then finally he just followed me and started DMing me like, yo.
Oh, himself.
Yeah. And he was like, yo, you want to help Jamil do the cover? And then he would always just hit me up for shit, like continuously.
So you never even sat with him or nothing. This is all through DM.
Yeah.
Damn.
dude,
'Cause,
Jimmy's DMs are insane,
I
bro.
know. We need to see those.
We need to
DMs.
see the fucking DMs, dog. Just like not even open them, bro. It's just like a list. It's all Bad Bunny. It's all
I feel
you know,
bad
these
for
people.
his girl. Like, who's really in those DMs?
Yeah, we already know who's in the DMs, bro.
No, that's crazy. Because Key is, for a lot of people that don't know, Key is like really heavy in that Atlanta underground. Like he's never popped. He's never had radio. And still to this day, I feel like he has trouble getting out of where he's been, you know?
Yeah.
But he's a staple in Atlanta for sure.
Yeah, he
bro.
definitely knows like a lot of people.
Yeah.
And stuff. He's
Yeah.
around a lot of people still too.
Yeah, because he's pretty much ASAP Mob. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, to a certain degree. So
Yep.
yeah, that was a dope one. I like that cover, bro. I was like, what the fuck? This is sick. Just think, because I was already listening to the album, but when I seen that, I'm like, just to know that somebody from Arizona did an Atlanta cover, you know, like that's so fire, bro.
That's what I would love to. I think like if there's anything that you post, bro, it's just like, because I'm proud. I'm from Arizona as well, and I feel like we don't get a lot of props for some of the shit that we do. You know what I mean? And like it'd just be like, I don't know. It's just dope to meet people that you're so humble, bro. Like to me, I feel like you're super humble with it, but it's always good to just like, I don't know, man, just know that like that shit came out of like somewhere else other than like New York, LA, Chicago kind of thing.
Yeah, like you're setting the trends for that shit. Because even you did like a hat for Fabulous, and Fabulous has always been like a fucking staple in
Trendsetter as well,
the hip hop
too.
community.
I don't even know how he got that.
For real?
Did he get it at guest list?
I have no idea.
Oh, really?
Someone just sent me a picture of it.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just like, oh shit, fabulous. All right.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wait, I thought it said Fabulous on it though.
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
It was just
It was like clouds and it had like buildings on it.
Uh-huh.
But I don't remember.
because it was a D-backs hat, right?
He was wearing it backwards, so I couldn't.
Oh,
I think
that's
it
right.
was a D-backs hat, but
It might have.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Where did you make those ones at? Like, how did you put those out or whatever?
With hats, oh man,
It's everywhere.
it's everywhere.
They are. So you done? Because I seen you. I think was it Hat Club that brought you out for a show,
Yeah,
like a live show.
So I was doing. So I was always okay. So the way I got into hats was just because people would always just want them. That was like a high demand, and I would go to Hat Club and just buy hella fucking hats. And this is before like the hat trend, all this shit.
Before the COVID prices.
Wait,
and
yeah, all that. So I would just go in there and I would just buy hella fucking hats and just like different sizes, just for clients and stuff. And they're like, "What are you doing with this?" And I'm just like, "Oh, I do my thing on it." So it got to the point where all the employees were wearing them because they would commission me.
Damn.
So then I went to Bacanora one day, and then the owner's son, Lorenzo, and then he runs the shit out here and stuff. We had the same birthday, and then I went there. And my homie just introduced him. And he's like, "Oh yeah, you guys the same birthday, blah 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 blah." And he's like, "Oh, I work for Hat Club," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know like everybody."
Okay.
like all the employees.
Yeah.
I'm up in there every week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was like, I know everybody, and he's just like, oh, you're the one who makes da 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 da, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna be in touch with you. So then it got into that, and then I started just doing like some just design work. Or first they asked me for hats, like my own hats, and then they wanted to do a whole collab, like my stuff on it. But then what the thing is with New Era, everything has to be exactly the same. So it can't be like I have to make, like, say if I do the thorns or something like that, like the thorns have to be exactly in the same spot.
They're so
same
picky,
amount.
bro.
Yeah, so it can't, because it's the consumer though, because if somebody
can complain.
They could complain. That's why. So then we were trying to figure out what they could do with me. So then I was just like, make some designs, like, just do some stuff. Then I would do like backdrops. Then I would start doing backdrops for them for like the shoots of the hats and everything.
I seen those, yeah.
And then they wanted me. Then it got into like, they asked me to my dog to model. And then I was just like, all right,
put your dog on.
yeah, for like a shoot.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they were like, "Do you want to be in it?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's just do it." So then that was like my first photo shoot.
Were you one of the first? Because I seen there was a few people in the city that were doing shit with Hat Club. Were you one of the first, like, to start that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And then they wanted her to shoot because she would always be like pretty much here, and they're like, "Oh, do you want to model?" So then she modeled for them, and then I got
That's the whole fam.
At this point, we're getting all cool, and then they flew me out to Brooklyn to do this basketball event. So
okay.
Painted over there in Brooklyn.
Yep.
And then
What? How was that?
it was tight. It
Was that your
super-
first time in New York?
Yeah, that was my first time in New York.
Damn. So I'm sure they showed you around a little bit. Or?
Nah,
No.
They dropped my ass off over there.
nah. We just flew in there, and then how long were we there?
Showed up for the event.
Oh, okay. So you didn't even
Yeah.
get time to see the city or
Nah,
nothing?
not really. But we made the best of it though, because I already have friends out there, so
Okay.
after we're done.
Linked up a little bit.
Yeah, but it kind of sucks though, because I can't really do too much because I have to be like mentally and physically on point.
For
Because
sure.
It's like,
Yeah.
I
You
stay-
can't go get fucked up.
yeah, because then I got to stand up and paint and also be like,
Have you ever done that, bro?
yeah,
And so that's why you learned your lesson?
yeah, yeah.
Because I could imagine that, bro. But I mean, like, it's so tempting because you're out, you're experiencing something new. Of course, you want to grab some drinks. You know what I
Of course,
mean?
you
Like,
want to celebrate.
yeah, like, you want to celebrate, dude. Yeah. And then they got you fucking painting shirts for 8 to 10 hours a day and shit.
And then everybody's like, let's go out after. I'm like, dog, I'm covered in fucking paint and I've been standing up. And
I'm tired as
I'm
fuck.
done. And then everybody's like, you're in a new city. You're in this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Why they been over there chilling all day and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how my homie Josh is. He's Mr. Party Man and stuff. He just gets fucked up all day. And
Yeah,
then he'd be
yeah.
like, it's all right, man. My sun's coming up, bro. I got to go paint in like 4 hours. Like,
He's like, just go take a quick nap. You're good.
yeah, pretty much.
Have you ever dropped the ball on a like a event or anything where you got too
Project,
fucked up?
yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, what happened? Because that shit happens to everybody, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That happens.
I won't say for who, but it happened recently. When was it? Like
Oh dang.
October.
Oh, okay. So
That shit
that's a
changed.
couple months ago.
That shit changed everything. That was my first time ever dropping the ball.
Oh wow.
Ever.
Was it due to partying?
Yeah, no. I was just going through a lot.
Oh okay. Some personal shit.
Yeah, it was just too much. Like I was just on the go and go and go and go and go. I was traveling and I was dealing with a bunch of like personal life shit.
Yeah.
I went to the hospital just overworking myself,
Gotcha.
like barely
Just
eating,
nonstop.
barely drinking water, and just painting my ass off and going and doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Then a couple days later, experienced some pretty crazy shit. So then,
Just
That
had to take
kind
a
of-
break. Did they understand or
it
it was what it was?
was what it was. I still did the job, but
you
I
did?
wasn't happy with it though.
Gotcha.
Got you. Okay, so you did not show up.
Oh no. I did what I had to do, and it was just a little different. Me and her weren't really talking at the time, so I had to get a new manager and stuff, and it didn't really work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it just got really bad, and then I just got fucking blacked out, faded, and just started painting, and then just making a fucking ass of myself.
Okay.
I was all calling the homies and shit while I'm painting and stuff, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck?" But it was just like, I'm not gonna even say her because she's a really solid ass person. She's the homie, and she looked out for me a lot. I got mad love for her regardless, but I just finally snapped, yo. I was
Yeah.
just like, yo,
Because
No,
you've been hard. I mean, how long? I mean, like going at it, bro. Like since, I mean, obviously when stuff started really picking up for you, what year was it?
Nah, I would say when I did the turnstile shit.
Okay. What year was that? Before COVID or
Was that 19?
19?
Okay, so right before COVID then.
It was like right before. We're talking, right? Oh, it's 2020.
Beginning of like
Okay.
2020 type stuff?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're talking 3 years of grinding.
Just hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
At that point in
after
October.
that, it was just like on go after that because they blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, they're on tour, Blink-182, doing shows overseas, and I got to see their whole glow up and stuff. And then that is my favorite clients, and I don't want to say clients. Those are my best people, friends I work with.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, me and Franz we're boys. Like every time we see each other, it's just love immediately, and it's
That's
like we
dope.
just connect. And I've seen, like, we would talk about like shit we would want. Like he'd be like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna get like some presidential Rolexes and yada yada yada, yacht masters and shit." And then they were in a van still, like,
Damn.
and then they were like, their shit was breaking down, and then 3 years later, man, they're at the Grammys and shit. And
Right.
it's unreal.
That's
Like,
insane. Yeah. And you were there in the beginning?
not the
no,
beginning, but like on their first major big album, like
Tour type
shit.
shit?
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
cool.
That's important to talk about, though. I'm glad that you were able to talk to us a little bit about that, like how you were just pushing yourself, going hard. Because, like, as entrepreneurs, we understand, like, when you love something, bro, you could do that shit for 18-hour days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
24-hour days if you stay up a whole day. You know what I'm saying? So you really got to take time to, like, dial it back or have someone in your life that will dial it back for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Definitely.
because I do that too, bro. Like, I've definitely done like trips where I'm going out to source for different things, and I'll bounce at 3, 4 in the morning, get home not until like 9 p.m. the same day. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Get home, still pack some orders. You know, like, I'll keep going. Luckily for me, I have my wife and my daughter, so they kind of like, I have to make time for them. You know,
Yeah.
so I have to take myself out of that mode. But if I was just single, I would do the same shit, bro. Like, just keep going until I can't go no more. Have you found like a better balance with that, or?
Oh, definitely. I haven't worked in the last like 2-3 months, but
Okay.
I had a lot of stuff already coming out though. So
Gotcha.
so I had to take like a break. I had to like definitely take care of my mental health and just I haven't been drinking or nothing like that and stuff. So I just been very clear on everything and just changing my whole attitude and who I am and stuff.
Yeah,
It's crazy you bring that up, man, because we're on the same tip, bro. I was going hard for like 5 years. I had at one time 2 stores. Like it was like nonstop. Like I lived,
big,
eat,
too fast.
breathe. Yeah, like I was like I need more. I need almost like I don't know. I just kept pushing it, bro. Like pushing it,
Yeah.
and then like finally, dude, I just got to that point, that breaking point, dude. Same thing, man. I just couldn't do it no more, man. Like I was like, yo, I'm like, I was losing time with family, friends, like.
Definitely.
You know, my health wasn't good. Like it's just, but business was good.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, like I couldn't take it no more, man. And so like ended up, you know, kind of just closing everything up, bro. Like I just said, man, like, I gotta do some time for me and my family, bro. Cause like I've done it for the last 5 years, and it's like, I don't know, man. It was just crazy. It's good though, bro. Like I think at the end of the day, like I look back and I don't regret anything. I'm pretty sure you probably don't either. But I think it's important that people need to know that shit does happen. There is a breaking point. So
Yeah, this last year for us was crazy, huh? Just bouncing around everywhere. Like definitely.
She said you're like a celebrity magnet. What's that mean, bro?
I don't know. It just happens. Like I'll just. Oh yeah.
Wait,
Sitting
hold on.
right-
Break that down.
yeah, what happened, bro? So what is she talking about? The All Star game?
Yeah. So okay. So the homie Ben K. He's designer for Nike, stuff like that. He's
Okay.
with the Devin Booker's dude and Kyrie's dude. He was like a designer for like 10+ years for Nike and stuff. My men threw undefeated and shit and stuff. So the homie. Then finally, I'm trying to think. Oh, we would just always just talk shit to each other, just whatever, shoot the shit. And then he was like, "Yo, I'm opening up a restaurant and a coffee shop and a shoe store in Seattle,
All in one?
all in one.
Okay, so wait, what is it?
It's called the Home Team,
And it's a coffee shop and what else?
like a bomb ass restaurant
A restaurant?
and a shoe store.
And he's got sneakers in there?
Dude,
Damn.
it's crazy. I didn't think it didn't sound good.
That
In
don't
my
sound
head.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. When you said those three, I was like, I don't fucking get what you're
So
trying
you
to
know
say
where
right
like
now, bro.
Undefeated's at, right?
Yeah.
So think of Undefeated, Pane Bianco, and Lux all put into one.
Whoa.
And that shit would be fire, bro. Like,
It
no lie,
is,
dude.
'cause
Yeah.
it-
Because I love Lux and I love Undefeated. So, like, let's go.
They bought an old bank, so it was like fucking huge ass ceilings, 2 stories. Has a
Did they
ba-
keep the vault
Yeah,
door?
yeah. So they have a vault. They have an underground Seattle underground tunnels and shit. And
Oh, yeah.
stuff like
Seattle has
that.
something on tunnels. Yeah.
It's fucking sick. So then they have the homie Connor, that fucking pasta wizard, making fucking breads and pastas every fucking day.
Pasta Wizard.
Dude, crazy. And then the homie Marcus, he owns like a shit ton of restaurants, and he owns his like he owns like another like big ass burger place called Little Woody's, and he has one inside the T-Mobile Arena with the Seattle Mariners Stadium. Okay. And then he just opened one in Japan.
Damn.
So he's like Mr. Food. And then Dustin does stuff for like Zerface and stuff, and like did shit with Doom and all that shit. So he was like their designer. And then Ben is like the shoe guy, and he's with Nike and all that. So it's just like all these fools are just in
The
their
Avengers.
Coming together, bro. Yeah.
And it's like curated perfectly. Like it doesn't look like shit. Like it's fucking nice as hell. Everything is perfect.
So it's a high-end restaurant? Boutique?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want people to kind of, I guess, like imagine like, the style of it.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Okay. So they hit you?
So they're all plugged up and shit, and then they're like, hey, do you want to go? Because I was painting there for how many days? 10 days? A week? Oh, yeah, the whole week. For
Okay.
Wait, what were you doing there?
I was just painting.
They hit them up. They hit them up to go out there.
Yeah,
to
to paint.
But like paint their shop or?
Nah, just like hats and shit.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Like
they
a
were
live
selling
event?
in the
They
store.
were just bringing me shit. They're like, paint it. And I was like, all right.
okay.
So I was just like, all right, cool. So then they were like, hey, do you want to go to the home run derby? And I was just like, all right, yeah, fuck it, let's go. And then we all went together, and then we're like close as fuck. So I was just like, damn, this is dope. And then there was like some drunk assholes sitting next to us. And then they're like, I was like, oh, this is going to be annoying as fuck. And then somebody came and was like, yo, y'all got to move. And then they're talking to them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I thought they were talking to me for a second. I was like, they're like, nah, I'm talking to them. And then I looked, and they're like, you're in his seats. And I looked, I was like, fucking Terrell Owens, dog.
Fucking T.O. sits right next to you?
Yeah, dude.
Wait, how close were you, bro?
To
To the field?
close, huh?
On a.
Like you're a lower level?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, T.O.'s on it, bro.
that's what I was asking, bro. Like, where are you sitting, my dog? You're like,
Yeah,
damn.
we're close.
Okay, you're close, yeah.
Super close.
Okay.
So he sits next to you.
He pulls up.
Yeah, and that was it. And just
Was he with some homies or just by
he
himself?
was with like his agent or some shit.
Oh, gotcha. So
you
you
guys
chopped it up with him?
Fuck no.
Is that what you were going to ask?
Oh, but everybody was taking selfies, so it made us all weird. Like people in front of us and
you're
shit
in
like
it?
that. Yeah, and it's just like, oh, it's just weird.
Hey, that would be tight if someone ever hit Jimmy with one of those selfies. They're like, bro, I didn't know you were right there,
Yeah,
too.
dude,
He's
it
all
was
in the
just-
back of a T.O. selfie.
I know, right? It's all on ESPN. He's all just Jimmy and shit. Just chilling
Dude,
next to you.
it was kind of awkward.
Yeah.
But
So-
it was funny though, because everybody was with, we weren't talking to T.O., but we were talking to his agent. So the whole time. So we were just like shooting the shit with him like that, but we were not saying a damn word to T.O.
Act like he wasn't
He just
there.
wasn't like getting in the convo.
He ain't that type of dude.
No, he's just chill.
Yeah.
Have you found that besides your boys that you were saying? Have you found any like higher end like celebrities or anything that you ran into that were actually cool? Like you're like, damn, this dude is actually down to earth. Like you did that thing with Larry. Did you?
Oh, I've known Larry though.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What?
So my boy Bass.
Hold on, before we move forward, we're talking about Larry June,
Larry
just so everybody
June?
knows.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my bad.
Okay.
So my homie Bass would just like, this is fuck, like 10 years ago. I lived next to him, and he's the dude. We worked at High Point together,
Oh shit.
and then we worked at Undefeated.
Okay.
So, and people don't know, High Point was in Scottsdale, right?
Yeah.
That was Adrian Peterson's store.
Wilson, I think.
Wilson, sorry,
Yeah.
Adrian Wilson's store. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that shut down when?
A little bit after Undefeated opened.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Thomas Bass, he lives down the street from me. So, and he makes beats and shit. So then, like, his first mixtape, he was like sleeping on Thomas's couch.
Larry?
And we would just be going over there just smoking and shit, hanging out.
That fool was kicking it here a lot, Larry?
Hell yeah.
He talks
really?
about it a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then, it was just a homie, and then this fool just became a fucking megastar. And then I would just like make him like, forces and clothes and shit. And then it all came full circle and stuff. And then just recently when I was in SF to do that Huff collab. So that's just.
You guys came together.
Yeah. And it was like just on some like more professional shit. So we both get a bag. So
Larry's a real one. Like he's not a weirdo.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
He's a cool dude.
He seems like he's super.
That's good because I always because Larry's one of my favorite. Like right now, just period. And I always get scared. Like, damn, I don't want to meet nobody because it could ruin it, bro. Like really ruin it. I met Dom Kennedy before, and he was a dope ass dude. Like he was cool. But I'm always worried. Like, damn, if I meet somebody and they're fucking asshole,
because you like him right now.
Yeah, like I'd rather just not meet them.
I saw Dom Kennedy. I think High Point brought him down, and they had like a
meet and greet.
Kind of like a meet and greet, like a little small concert for like people that were close to people at High Point in like Tempe. I don't know if you were there or not, but it was kind of crazy. They brought down what's his name? Carrots.
Anwar.
Yeah, they brought down Anwar.
Yeah.
Casey Veggies. They brought down a lot of people, dude.
That's funny you mentioned that. I just did this shit for Timeless, this basketball event.
Yeah.
This dude was talking to me the whole time.
It was Casey?
He was like, yeah, my name's Casey, this and that, this and that. He's like, let's link. And then I was painting the whole time. So I was like, hey, get his information.
Yeah.
She was just like, some guy named Casey Veggies. But it's funny. I love her for this because she is oblivious to everybody. She doesn't know anybody anything. And I love that so much.
Yeah.
That is the best.
And she's just like, yeah, this guy, and I look and it's just like, this fucking guy? And I was just like, dude, what?
Like, you don't know who the fuck that is?
Dude, it's awesome though.
Yeah,
so I was like,
and me, like I've mentioned before, I sell vintage and stuff. So sometimes when I'm pricing stuff, when you're really in this vintage shit, you get kind of lost in it. So you kind of like price shit where you know with the homie. So a lot of times with my wife, she's oblivious to it, but she likes it. Yeah. But she's oblivious to it. So I'll be like, is this price crazy or like, is this real good with these clothes? And she would be like, yeah, I don't understand it. I'm like, bet, delete that shit. Like, throw that shit out the window. Like, if a regular person don't understand it, it's too far, like too deep into our culture. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's dope to have her like that. So she hit you with the case. Did you guys ever do anything, or was this recent? With Casey,
I'm trying to. We talked, but I don't think we haven't done anything yet. But
okay. I know he does some stuff. I have a homie. Shout out to Cam. He sells in vintage all the time.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he's always in the city. Casey Veg is always out here.
He's a good dude, man.
And then Anwar modeled for a shirt that I made with the other homie.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's fire. Damn. Oh, let's get into the this or that.
I know where you're dude. I'll be honest with you, bro. I got so many more questions. Man. I feel like
go ahead, man.
No, I feel like he's got so many.
This or that. Keep your questions.
Okay. Because the reason we say that is because we're at an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and we kind of want to throw in a little piece, and then maybe we'll get back to a couple other stories, and then we'll wrap it up.
For sure. This is going too good.
This is going too good, bro.
So we're gonna do a this or that. So it'll just be kind of quick, and then just give us the answer that pops to your head. And if you want to give some explanation, we'll get into it. But first one, airbrush or screen printed.
Ooh, it depends on what though. Like it just depends.
Whatever's in your head, let us know. Airbrush or screen printed, whatever your criteria is that pops in your head.
Screen printed.
Screen printed? Okay.
Just because it's the workload. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just like, what are we doing? Am I making like 100 shirts airbrushing, or can I just screen print 100 shirts? Okay. It just depends. So that's what it is.
I got you.
Take it back.
Yeah, we're gonna take it back with some of the older brands. Would you rock either Echo Unlimited or LRG?
Oh.
That's a good one. Right?
I had to wear Echo because I couldn't afford LRG.
Okay.
But I like LRG.
They had
That's true, bro. That's true.
It's because their quality was so good on LRG tees and everything. Yeah.
It was on point.
They remind me of like how Undefeated is now, where the quality is just on point.
Not as much. I mean, I'm an LRG fan, and I still have some old LRG pieces. But I compare those old LRG pieces to the newer ones, and I'm like, damn. Like,
I didn't even know they had newer ones.
Yeah, bro. I told you they did a collaboration with the Phoenix Suns, and that shirt would felt
they did.
That shirt felt like a Gildan shirt, bro, like the cheap Gildan, not even the nice Gildan. I was like, come on, guys, like. But anyway,
I think that was with the Suns, though, man.
You think that was on the Suns?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro, because the Suns hit me up for design, and I have it in the process, and I'm the one that told them, like, here's the shirts I'm gonna use, and I'm gonna print on. So
okay.
So I don't know. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, because I had to turn down a job from them like 2-3 months ago.
Because was it something with the shirts or something like that, or
Just to pay, like they wanted like 300 shirts in like 2 weeks, and they're like, and then you're gonna have to come and do a live painting, and I'm like, well, I need like this much, and they're like, well, that's not in the budget. I'm like, you're the fucking Phoenix Suns, yo.
Yeah.
Get out of here
And
with
I'm
that
from
shit.
the city. Like,
and they're buying a shit ton of Warren Loaded. Like they're buying like these tees are not like, come on now. You know Warren Lowe's ain't hooking them up either.
Hell no.
Hell no.
the city's gonna come out for Jimmy. They need to get that fucking
Yeah,
budget
bro. They
That's
definitely
bullshit.
do.
The next one, I think this might be a good. I think I know your answer, but undefeated or Stussy?
I can't answer that.
No, I don't answer.
Undefeated because it's family, but I like Stussy.
Stussy's dope, too.
Yeah, I like Stussy designs
brand.
more.
Both of them are sick, bro. Undefeated has some sick ass designs too, though, man.
I think it's just like two different things.
They're on two different vibes for sure.
Yeah,
Stussy's OG, man.
yeah, but I like their type of collaborations though. Undefeated does sick ass collaborations, but it's just like with like F1 formula though. But this Stussy does it with like Mr. Cartoon,
Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
I
it's
see what
like
you're saying.
stuff like that. So I love Undefeated to death. So I'd have to pick Undefeated, but I like Stussy's designs more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Where we at? The top one?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, okay. We'll go to shoes right now. Vans, like old school Vans, or Air Force Ones
Air Force Ones.
all day.
Yeah, that's
I knew.
fire.
I thought we were gonna, but dude, we had to pull out Vans
I
because
know,
they
we
look
both
like
picked
sneakers.
Nah, but the thing was, I couldn't even afford fucking Air Forces. I would have to go to the Arizona Mills and get like the Vans that was like 3 for fucking 90 or some
yeah,
shit
bro.
like that. I was
Yeah.
like, one pair of all white Forces, and I'm gonna mess up for the whole school year. And they're gonna be
Yeah.
brown and black,
Yeah.
or just get
A couple.
4 pairs of Vans.
Yeah,
It's like,
I was the same way, bro. It was either Chucks or Vans, because the Chucks you could get the BOGO, the buy one get one
Yep.
half off, and sometimes you get the Vans like that too.
Bro,
but yeah,
one year I had to get the Shacks, bro. No cap, I had to get the Shacks.
Hey,
I
no-
rocked them hoes
Hey,
though.
no frown on that, man.
Bro, I
Dude,
rocked them. I have.
I'll be honest with you, bro.
Them motherfuckers like
those might be the best Walmart release or Kmart. I don't know what it
was
was.
Walmart.
Okay,
Was it
Walmart.
Payless? Wasn't it?
Payless.
I
They were
bought
at
them
a
at
couple of
Walmart.
those stores, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might have been the best release they've ever had.
yeah, they were
Straight up.
basically Air Forces.
He said that he made like hella money on that.
That's what I heard.
Hella money.
Yeah, they were cheap as fuck.
Because they were like $3 to make.
Yeah.
Last one, Bape or Supreme.
I would say younger me, babe,
Okay.
but now Supreme, just because the older babe was definitely, it's not the same what it is now.
Either both brands are not the same.
Yeah. But Supreme still, but that was just more recently with Supreme though. That was a
But it's more
switch up.
recently, yeah.
The old babe and all that shit is crazy,
Crazy hard.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Like
accessories
Wayne
and
Bape
shit.
and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was wearing fake babe though.
Was
Who?
he?
Wait, who?
Hey, in that Hustler music video when he was wearing all purple,
That was a fake joint.
That's
the
all
purple one.
fake.
Who we talking about?
Lil Wayne and Hustler's music.
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing a purple,
all purple,
camel
everything.
Bape.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking
He's
about.
saying it's fake.
How you know?
I
That's-
feel like I heard something about that, but I didn't even look into it. 'Cause
I don't know
wanna
how,
that
but it's
shit.
been like a story
it's like
since
a story?
it's been. I've heard this story for like 10 years.
Yeah,
The
I feel like
fake
I
Bape?
seen like the headline, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna do it, bro. I don't even want to know. I don't want.
That's
know,
on his
bro.
stylist, though, right? Like, because you just walk in, they say, here's what you're wearing in this video. That's
Maybe.
messed up.
I don't
And
know.
I think because Pusha T was talking shit about because they don't like each other. So
Oh, I got you.
and Pusha's
for real.
yeah. So that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Team
So
Pharrell. I got one
he
more
had to
on there
do
that
it.
I want to ask him.
Oh, yeah, go.
Yeah. Because this is a good one, man. Pro Club or Shaka?
Pro Club.
That's easy.
I'm Shaka all day.
I would
yeah,
say
bro,
Shaka
the neck-
now.
the neck.
Shaka now.
Shaka
but
now, yeah.
I grew
the
up on
neck,
Pro Club though.
Bro,
no,
Pro Club over Shaka over Pro Club.
100%. 100%.
So
And
back then you were walking Shaka.
no,
I
back
would
then,
I would print on a Shaka right now.
no, what I'm saying is, we're talking about right now. We ain't talking about back in the day. I'm talking
just
about.
saying. Okay, we have different criteria because
Yeah.
I'm thinking overall. Like
Overall.
if I'm picking
Yeah.
a Pro Club or a Shaka, it's Pro
Right
Club
now?
all day. But yeah, if you're saying like quality right in this moment, okay, I get you. I get you.
Definitely Shaka right now. Though.
Okay, I
Yeah.
get you. I get you.
Because, yeah, back in the day, Shaka, I don't even know what the fuck. It was all Pro Club. I didn't even
It
even
was like
know of
purple
Shaka.
fucking V-necks and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't even know. It was all Pro Club, bro. That's it. And then Shaka started coming out. Then they came out with a nice neck, a little bit of a better fit.
Yeah.
But Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, let's get back into these stories, bro, because they're bangers.
Do you when you're like at the Larry one or the one in Brooklyn or any of those events, do you ever like get time to just like look around like what the fuck's going on? Or are you always just like in motion?
Too busy, yeah.
Because you're doing crazy shit.
Well,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. Like I got jaded to it. Like
Okay.
so, it's like it's not even like I'm not into the art no more and stuff. It just became it's a job. So it's like I am very grateful and I'm very lucky to be in this position to be working with these type of people and getting these type of jobs. But at the end of the day, it's just like if I don't get this job done, I'm not getting paid and I can't support anybody around me. I can't eat. So it does hit me afterwards because she'll tell you when I'm there, I'm not happy until the job is done.
Yeah.
Like I'm like on some Kobe shit. Like, why ain't you happy? I'm like, job ain't done.
Right.
And once I'm done, I'll be like on the plane going back home. And I'm like, now I'm smiling.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Bro.
because it's
That's
just
me
like,
too,
Yeah,
man.
I'm the same
I
way,
agree.
man. When you're
I
in
agree.
it, it's hard to like enjoy it.
Yeah.
because the project it's not there yet. It's
Or
not
like
finished.
building up, like your girl asks you like say you're going to Brooklyn or whatever. Are you excited to go to Brooklyn? Fuck no. Like I'm in the zone, like I'm getting my
Right.
shit ready.
Well-
but you're not like I'm never, at least me personally, I'm never like, yeah, I can't.
well,
do
she
it.
pushes me to do stuff. And I like that because like, if it wasn't for her, I would not be traveling at all. At
Why?
all. Because I don't care. I could do everything I'm doing at home.
Gotcha.
I could just send you the shirts. Like I would have never did live painting. I would have never traveled.
Oh, really?
I don't like to travel alone. I don't like to just be out of my comfort zone like that necessarily. But she pushed me to do that shit. She's like, yo, you need to get out there. Like, you're going to get a bag if you go out there. You could do this, and you get to travel, and you're getting this. They're paying for your flight. They're paying for your hotel. And you're doing all
and
this.
she knows how good of a dude you are. So when you touch those hands, it's different. Like when you
Yeah.
shake someone up, have a conversation. Now it's not just Jimmy on Instagram. It's like, I know Jimmy. Like,
Yeah.
let's hit him up again. You know what I mean?
So you're glad you did all that?
Yeah, she basically made us go on tour all last year. So I didn't want to. So after I got out the hospital and I went through some stuff,
Shit, yeah.
I got pretty much caught in the middle of a drive-by.
Oh shit!
And now-
Here?
Yeah, and I watched somebody pretty much die. So it's
Like someone close to you?
nah, I literally was at a red light.
Uh huh.
Dude aimed the gun at me and then went to the car in front of me and just lit up the whole car. And then
What? Where was this at?
It was on 40th and Baseline.
40th Street baseline. What the?
Yeah, right there by where the A&P used to be, right across from Fry's.
I know you're talking about, bro. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rest in
So
peace.
What time was that? Like,
like at 9, at night.
Damn,
And I was gonna go
random.
to Chick-fil-A. I was like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck it. I was like, let's run that up. And then seen that, and that kind of fucked me up because it was pretty graphic.
Yeah.
Because I seen a lot pretty much. Because there was 4 people in the car and they all got hit up. So and one died immediately. So it was bad. So that kind of like fucked me up for a little bit. And then at the same time, like the next day, like a couple days later, that's when the homie Ben was like, come paint for me in Seattle. And I was just like, I'm good. Like I just got out the hospital. I seen this shit. Like I'm trying to, like I just wasn't mentally doing good. I was kind of gassed out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just done. I was like, I kind of don't want to paint no more. Like I just want to get a regular ass job.
Right.
And then she was like, just give it one more chance.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out this time, hang it up. And I was just like,
So you guys started talking again.
well, we were together. That's
you were,
why.
you were back together at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. But you guys broke up for a little bit.
Yeah, we're not together now.
You're not together now, but
Yeah.
you guys look like you're together. I'll tell you what. No, I'm just saying, bro.
Nah,
Like-
that's my best friend. She's
Okay.
everything to me. So
He's not weaving in that through all of the highs he's experiencing, there's still a lot of lows. And
A lot of
even at
lows,
the
yeah.
Professional level, there's still a lot of people that take advantage or,
Right.
Okay.
he doesn't take care of his mental health. Like there's a lot of down.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And so that's kind of how we got to this point. Drive-by was pretty bad.
Wow. Yeah. That's yeah,
Basically, what
that's-
she said is that a lot of people are, try to take advantage, or there's more. There's. We're talking about a lot of the highs, but there's some lows mixed in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got to talk about the lows too, man. I'm glad you brought that up. Damn. Rest in peace, and I hope if anybody survived that, they're good.
Yeah, that's
but
tough to
yeah,
see, though, man.
So when was that?
July, June.
But then when we went to Seattle,
So
Okay.
yeah, that's when it popped off because that's what I'm saying. Like she pretty much like was just like, just give it one more chance. Like just, I know you're going through a lot and you're just kind of over this. You've been going at it pretty hard for a while. Just give this one last shot. Go to Seattle. It's a collaboration with Jason Mark and
Oh wow, the shoe cleaner.
yeah. So they had Jason Mark outside, and then the main president, Eladio, he was there. Met him. He was watching me just paint, get down the whole time, and then we were just talking to them. And then he was just like, "When do you go home?" And I was like, "Oh, I go home. I don't know, like let's say Thursday or some shit."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, we got an event with J Tips and Jason Marks at our storefront or flagship in California. It's on Friday." So I was like, "Damn, I get home on Thursday." And he was like, "We'll pay for all your shit. Just come out." And I was like, "All right, we'll pay you too." And I was like, "All right, cool." Spent the whole week in Seattle. Literally just went home, changed my luggage, woke up, hopped on another flight to go to Jason Mark and do that event. I did Complex Con the second year with Turnstile.
Damn.
So I painted for Turnstile at Complex Con.
Live.
Yeah, live. So then fast forward to at the Jason Mark event, this girl was just like, "Yo, I work for Complex and you did the airbrushing for Complex Con. Do you want to go to San Francisco and do a collab with Huff and Larry June?" As I'm painting. So I was just like, "All right, when is it?" She's like, "In a couple days." And I was just like, "Fuck, all right, let's run this up."
Yeah.
So then we go and do that. And so then it's just like rinse and repeat. Like it just keeps going and going and going. And that's just pretty much how I get like a lot of these jobs. Is just like I'll give somebody a hat or I'll make somebody a shirt and then they're working at yada 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 or they're the owner of this or they're at A&R or agent.
Everybody knows somebody, right?
Yeah, and then that's just pretty much how it is. Or if I'm out and about, somebody will just hit me up like, "Yo, you want to do this?" Whatever. Like just like I said, like I was at that Timeless event at this basketball tournament thing, painting, and then Casey Veggies was like, "Do this," and that just literally how it goes all the time.
That's nuts, dude. When you're in the middle of painting and this like all these conversations happen, is it like kind of annoying to you? Like especially when you're like, because you're like in the busy, like you're
This is
in the
my
middle
ace
of work.
right here. This is my ace right here.
Okay, so she's holding you down while you're like actually working.
Nobody exists to me when I'm painting. I am straight tunnel fucking vision.
Yeah.
I'm like, if they ask me anything, like people will be like, "How's your day going?" I'm like, "Ask her." Like dead ass. I'll be like, "Ask her."
I'm in the zone.
Because people don't understand, bro. Like you're passionate about what you do. Like you want to make sure it's like up to your standards, and like people just want to come over and bullshit like in the middle of that. And I don't understand like where people's minds are at when they're like when someone's doing that. It's like that's crazy to me.
But she has fun though. She be talking her ass off and yeah.
So I mean that's perfect then. So it works. You guys work like as a good team then.
Yeah, she runs it all up. She gets the orders, does this, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Is there based off of that, is there any like advice that you could think of for somebody that, you know, is creative and they're like in a dark spot, you know what I'm saying? Like to get out of that? Cuz that's kind of where you were at. You know what I mean? I don't know if you have anything that you could maybe help somebody out, cuz when you're creative and working, you just keep going until you just can't go no more. Like
one thing I've learned is just like, if you don't do the work, then who is? Right. It's yourself. It's your personal self. It's like you can't expect anybody to make yourself be better.
Right.
You got to work on yourself, and if you can't, you just can't keep crying. Like you can't be stuck in that mindset anymore. Like life doesn't get easier when it gets harder. You just learn how to deal with it better. Simple as that. Like, and then it's like also you got to just reflect on like what you do have and what you do cherish and like, and it's just like, if most of the time, like if it's besides like a death or something like that, you usually get yourself in that position.
Yeah.
And if there's no one else to blame but yourself.
Right.
And if you don't do anything about it, then you can't, what are you going to expect to change?
Right.
You already lost it. So what is the point of not trying? Because you already don't have nothing. The worst thing you could get is a no or fail again. You already don't have it. So just, my advice is just always just like, it's tough as fuck. Cause I had a really hard time. I was down bad for a while and I just had to change my whole demeanor. Stop drinking. Don't even smoke weed no more. I'm not going out. I'm locked in. I'm like, I'm thinking positive.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you just got to get yourself the fuck up and stop like honestly stop being a bitch.
So
Yeah.
do you feel like you're back now, but like a newer version of yourself a little bit? Like, you know what I mean? After that,
100%.
that's dope. So you're not giving it up then.
Nah,
You ain't going back to corporate world.
nah. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
You are gonna go back to corporate world.
Yeah, it's like I had a negative output on it, like in that at that time,
Yeah.
and then since these last couple months, I did a hard reset on my life and just really had to get my mental health back together. Everything. I'm like pretty much sober.
Yeah.
Just my whole demeanor and energy is just different now.
Yeah.
So it's just like I just wish I had that where I'm at now when I was doing all that, because I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it just wasn't time, bro. Now you got it, and shit's gonna be better and up from here. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
I guess just at that time you just weren't ready for it. So I mean, I can't wait to see what you got coming in the future, bro. Because I felt it when you come in. We were a little nervous because we don't really we know of you, but we don't know you that well. But I could feel your energy when you got here. You were excited to do it with us. You hit us up, you know what I mean? And I could feel your energy, bro. And I could tell that you're really on your shit, bro. So I'm so excited. I'm a fan, and I'm excited to see what you got coming up, bro.
Thank you.
Nothing but success, bro. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, for sure, bro. And I appreciate you reaching out, man. Like the fact when you reached out, I sent them the screenshot and I was like, yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Yeah. I didn't even know, bro. I was like, I didn't even know how to respond to you, to be honest with you, because that's how much of a fan I am of your work, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's important that you know that, man. Like, it's dope, man. Like
Latino and from the city.
yeah, and
bro.
it's not even the fact that you have these collaborations, bro. Like, I liked what you were doing, and I was a fan of what you were doing when you were just running in the city. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the collaboration that you've done is just icing on the cake for what you already did for like the city and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
props to you, bro. Seriously.
This was amazing. I mean, this is the Beyond the Brand podcast, so we always like to go a little bit beyond, which we did today. But we always like to ask, like, why do you do what you do, bro? Is it to, get all the money, to get famous? We know it's not to get famous,
Right,
obviously. Yeah. Why do you do what you do, bro? Like, is there a specific thing that you could think of, or is there multiple things?
Honestly, I think it's just to see how far I could get with this.
Ooh.
Like, I want to see how much I could like really live life. Like, this is my success and all my art has like changed my life. Like, it took me places, got me introduced to people I've never met before, things I never thought I could ever do, and it's opened so much doors and connections and stuff to the point where I could basically make and do anything I want at this point.
For sure.
So I want to really see how far I could get with this, and I just want to see how good I could live a life off of what I actually like to do.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's dope, bro.
That's perfect.
I know, man. Like, I think obviously you're not big on social, but if anybody does want to follow you in your journey, bro, and like what you post and stuff like that, where can they follow you at?
All I got is Instagram.
Yeah, what is it?
No TikTok?
Jimmy Gutierrez.
That's it.
That's it. I got TikTok, but it's just dumb videos and shit. Like, that's it. I don't have a single post on it. It's like, she made me one.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, get away.
That's
bro.
how
You know what I mean?
I know, bro. It's such it'll consume you, bro, for sure.
Yeah.
But again, man, thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate you being on, man, telling your story. Super inspirational. So, many blessings, bro. And that's it, man. I think we're good, right?
Yeah, that was perfect.
All right, man. We're gonna close
We're
out.
out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Thank you guys.